Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Civilization 6, Scotland the Brave. And, yeah, today, we're gonna make a beeline right for the end of the tech tree, scrolling right from the start there to see exactly what we've got going on. And, right up here, you can see that we're going to get plastics in 2 turns. We're able to get synthetic materials after that. We've already got 2 aerodromes. And we are pretty much into the information age. And that, of course, means that we can do all of this Mars stuff, which I am also looking forward to doing. Operation Ivy, thermonuclear device. Oh boy, I am looking forward to a thermonuclear device. We need to launch the Earth satellite, which we will be able to do upon the conclusion of the spaceport being built. I want to have a quick little look at Great People to see if we are in contention for any of them. I don't really think that we are at the moment. No, nothing too major at the moment. Emily Dickinson we are waiting for, and also another great musician, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky? I think that's Tchaikovsky. But that's cool. That's fine. Nothing really super overly important that we need to rely on at the moment. So let's get a builder in Inverness. I know I sort of talked a little bit about wanting to get a little bit more artillery and perhaps some more soldiers and whatnot, but hey ho, we'll deal with that as it comes. Let's get this upgraded. Sure. Spend some cash. Ironclad. Let's get the Ironclad upgraded as well to a destroyer. Great. We completed a mission for Stockholm City as well. And enemy spies escaped. I don't care about that. Not a big deal. Barbarians. The barbarians are dead. We managed to destroy them. Thank goodness. Okay, we still want to try and forge an alliance with Mr. Kenya. Not Mr. Kenya, Mr. Congo. Mr. Congo. Yeah, Mr. Congo. Not a million miles away, I don't think, but hey-ho. Yeah, we want to try and get an alliance with Mr. Congo. He's not a big fan of us. Sure. I mean, it's a really, really bad deal, but I'll just take it because I just want everyone to think that I am their best friend, and I am their best friend. That's really important. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna bring destruction upon me? And also, how does Arabia like me? That's a little bit of a questionable thing there, but that's okay, that's fine. Oh, looks like Japan has gone to war with Norway. Interesting indeed. Well, we have a lot of trade invested in Norway. Ignore this request. Oh, no. Attempt to trade for their release. I really don't want this. Why are my spies so useless? I even invested, like, extra time getting that spy, like, trained up. Useless. Absolutely useless. Fortify. Fortify everyone, please. Yeah, let's just get you to stay on alert. Why do you... Okay, look, just let me click on this bloomin' thing. First of all, I want to get it upgraded, and then we'll stick you on alert. Perfect. Then we'll go to the next turn. Beautiful. The real thing that I care about at the moment is the completion of the spaceport. That's really, really important. Your pledge to the Brazilian Empire to move troops on their border has been fulfilled. Great. You're a foolish, simple leader, and people should know the truth. Oh, like Japan, honestly, you're just a terrible, terrible, terrible person. I'm just sick and tired of you being annoying. Open borders, sure, for diamonds and spices. Yeah, I'll take that deal. Are you saying yes to now for me? Because that's not really the attitude that I would expect from someone who's trading with me. Okay, we're producing the bank. I believe we're repairing the bank. I believe that's the case. Also, are we building a... Yeah, we're building a seaport over in Dumfries. I believe we were thinking about saving money up for the upgrade to the seaport. Not to the upgrade to the seaport. Just to buy the upgrade.
Plastic figures as a disgraced material, lost between the effusiveness of rubber and the flat hardness of metal. Always try to rub up against money.
Great.
If you rub up against money long enough, some of it They rub off on you.
Oh, that's nice. Your international trade routes provide 1 gold plus luxury and strategic resource at the destination, as well as 2 culture and science. Market economy. Yes, please. Let's do that right now. Earning extra science from campuses. We're already at the best, really. We're already at the best that we could possibly be at. 4 gold. Faith. I'm gonna swap you out, I think. That's probably what we want. Triangular trade. Yeah, we don't really want faith. We might as well get culture. Right. Confirm that. It's gonna be a little bit of a reduction in cash, but that's okay. I'm willing to pay that price. Trader in Aberdeen. Well, first of all, let's choose some research. Well, ideally, we want to be able to choose some research. Have the galactic civilization. Have the globalization civic. That would be kind of good. Build 3 biplanes. I don't think we're ever going to be able to build 3 biplanes, unfortunately. Nuclear fission. Yeah, that is something that we do want to do. 1 gold to camps. I mean, that would be kind of helpful. Let's get synthetic materials, because that is, of course, going to help the city. Kutsai at the bottom. I know someone was talking about renaming it. I kind of do want to rename it, but also I feel like it's kind of enough of an outcast city to leave unnamed. You've attracted enough tourists to make your culture dominant over India. Hey, this is really, really good. Japan is still heading towards a religious victory, but I'm not really particularly worried, given the grand scheme of things. We're dominant over India. That's pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to get a whatever you call it, a water park, but unfortunately we can't build it in Aberdeen, but that's okay. Stock exchange. Let's get the stock exchange repaired. I'm sick and tired of these stupid barbarians just breaking out and causing a bloody nuisance, really. Is there anything that we really particularly want or need to build? Spec Ops. I mean, I don't really feel like we need any. I don't feel like we need any more troops. I feel that we're probably going to be fine. The grand scheme of things for troops for now, at least. Eiffel Tower. No, don't really feel like we need an Eiffel Tower. Yeah, there's nothing much that we really need, to be honest. Supply convoy, machine gun. Let's get ourselves. In fact, you know what? Let's just do campus research grants. I think that's probably the best thing. Science every turn, great scientist points when finished. Sure, let's do that. That's probably a good thing to do. Let's it's the show routes by gold. In fact, we could probably show routes by science, actually. Babylon would give us a more significant bump in science. However, if we sort by gold again, just for the sake of argument, if we go to Bergen, then that will mean that we're still getting 3 science in through the door. Also, actually, Washington is slightly better. I value the production more than I value the faith. I feel like that should be some sort of quote, you know? Alright, let's do that. Let's get that up and running. This builder, I mean, I haven't really looked very much during this series at all, really, at the allocation of citizens to specific tiles. I don't really feel like I need to start now. So let's go and build a golf course. Sure. I feel that that's quite a nice Scottish thing to do, you know? Yeah, why not, eh? Why not? And then we can head swiftly to the next turn. Yep, our government is looking quite nice at the moment, all things considered. Let's get that repaired. Oh my goodness, they work with blazing speed and efficiency. We've got the artillery down here. We do have existing artillery around. Artillery is over there. It's already in an artillery army. So we're just going to keep that dude chill over there. Let's get the infantry to come around here. See if we can make ourselves a little corps. Boom, just like that. Put you on alert and head to the next turn. Bam, bam, bam. I'm getting so efficient at this. This is good. After, you know, whatever it is, 30 episodes, I feel like this is the plays that we need to be making. Okay, we're going to see a little bit of a battle here between Catholicism and Buddhism, which is kind of nice. I do enjoy a little bit of a religious battle. I suspect it'll probably be Japan that wins. Japan seems to have a lot more religious influence than pretty much anyone else, especially Brazil. I don't think Brazil's really managed to export their religion particularly terrifically. You want horses? You want more horses? Sure. An appalling offer. Korea will agree. Really? You wanted that offer. You asked for it. Oh well, whatever. Alright, put you on alert. Let's have a little look at the allocation of citizens over here. Nothing's particularly important, to be honest. I feel like we should allocate more citizens to the campus here. Yeah, I feel like that's probably a good idea. In fact, you know what? Let's take a little look at Aberdeen. Yeah, that's definitely something that we should do. I feel like I need to sort of step up and see if we can try and influence exactly what's going on here, because I'm really not happy with the fact that nothing is getting done. Okay, this is just the most inefficient way of doing this. Alright, there we go. Something like that. Will that speed things up a little bit? Hopefully that'll just mean that we're getting a little bit more science, which is what we're after. Which might not be the most optimal way of going about doing things, but hey-ho. Alright, we're getting another builder. That's kind of nice. Campus research grants. Sure, let's do campus research grants. Farm. Well, let's go down here. See if we can build something in this area. Oh, in fact, we've got you dudes over here. We can remove this and get a whole bunch of food. I think that's probably what we want to do. Let's do that. Get a whole bunch of food for Sterling. Maybe stunt the growth a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, we're sort of in the end game now. We can look to just faff around and do whatever we really want. Go over there. Let's get a farm. There we go. Good stuff. And the Statue of Liberty has been completed by Genghis Khan. Really one of the most unlikely people to complete a wonder like that. Very, very interesting indeed. We're running out of housing in Edinburgh, but that's okay. We'll have to deal with that. We will have to survive. We will have to survive. Still don't really know where our uranium is, but apparently we've got some, which is just fantastic news. In fact, I don't think I know where any uranium is. Yeah, I literally have no idea. You want the mask and a javelin? That is an absolute no. Genghis, that's a no from me, my friend. I say friend, you're more like a frenemy. And even, you know, you're just a frenemy for now. Also, I want to bring you back to my territory in order to get an upgrade. Because I do feel that we've got enough money to make this whole army actually pretty darn decent, which is kind of nice. There we go. Let's transport you back. I'm not gonna be able to get you there this turn, but that's okay. We can take a little bit of time. Okay, finally we've got everything upgraded in Aberdeen. We could get a food market and we could get a shopping mall. But it seems that we can only get one. Do I care about either of those? Not particularly, to be honest. I don't even particularly care about a military academy. Could get a spaceport, but I don't really want to get a spaceport right now. We're already getting a spaceport in Glasgow. And Glasgow is going to be able to build it significantly faster. 4 turns away from building an inventory. A regiment? A battalion, I suppose is probably the technical term. Is it ever too late to start building an industrial zone? Not necessarily, but hey-ho, I guess we'll start right now. I don't think there's anything else that really we feel the burning urge to build. Yeah, and then there's nothing else really that we are interested in collecting. Oh, look, it looks like there is a little battle going on. Very, very cool indeed. Yeah, sure, let's get a farm up and running here, just on the off chance that it actually makes a difference. Okay, so it turns out that my whole allocation of resources didn't really work out too well. Because I mean, I should probably just unlock it and let the AI do it. That's probably a fairly good way of going about doing things. Let's put it on a production focus because I want to get this done as quickly as possible. You're going to grow in 2 turns. It's kind of nice. And yeah, what do we want to do with these builders? Well, the problem is that we've not got enough stuff to build. The Babylon city-state. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that is really annoying, actually. Let's have a look at city-state influence overall. Man, that's a big bummer, actually. What do we need to do? Trigger an inspiration for space race? Is that a... I think it might be a civic. Yeah, it's a civic. Well, what do we need to do in order to make that happen? Cold War, space race. Build a spaceport district. Okay, we're actually... okay, we're 19 turns away or whatever it is. 17 turns away from actually making that dream a reality. So, you know, through every measure of success, I would say that that is fairly good. That's not too bad. Yes, we're going to need to try and get something up and running. Let's go over here and let's just demolish both of these forests. We've been keeping them there for quite a while. I'd love to pretend that that was intentional, but in actuality, it does mean that we can, you know, fairly easily say, hey, let's just take this extra production and stick it right into the spaceport. That is exactly what we want to see happen. Industrial district coming along nicely. Research grants also coming along nicely. Christo Redentor, Christ the Redeemer, which is only the English translation, which is what I know it as, I guess, which is probably pretty culturally insensitive, I suspect. But I'm afraid that I don't know how to say that. I think it's a Portuguese term. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. If you know how to say it, please let me know in the comments, because I'm just not sure. But that's okay. Okay, who's declared war? Okay, Japan is going down. Glasgow is starving. Glasgow's not starving. It was starving because of my idiocy, but then I let the AI take over and fix things up. Just let the AI take over from my mistakes. Also, I'm going to see if we can try and get an alliance with Mr. Congo. I want to try and get myself 2 alliances, or deeper partnerships,
So
deeper alliances, whatever.
That vinyl leopard skin is becoming an endangered synthetic.
+1 gold to camps. Yeah, that's really good. That means that we're actually going to be taking in a significant amount more in Kutsai. Whatever the case, we're going to be taking in a little bit more cash over here, which is kind of nice. Just a little bit of extra spending money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Robotics. No, not robotics for now. Not robotics for now. Nuclear fission. 5 turns away from nuclear fission. Maybe we just click on like endgame tech. Nuclear submarine. We're 4 turns away from nuclear submarines, but the problem is that we don't actually have any submarines to use. Build 3 biplanes. I'm thinking that will never ever happen, ever. So therefore, I'm not actually that worried about it. Let's get you over here. Yeah, let's get you in there. Grand. And we need to get another builder over to that area. Sure. It's going to take you 3 turns to get there, but we might just manage. Okay, next turn. Oh, I forgot to check on my relationship status. Oh, but it turns out that that Korea actually likes me as well. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Let's upgrade you to a battleship. That is very good to do, and it actually gives us a second opportunity. Gladly accepts your declaration. Hey, that's nice. Establish a resident embassy. That's also nice. Alliances. Create a research alliance. We don't really have any trade routes with them. If we could get ourselves a relationship with Mr. Congo. Not ready to accept our friendship. What more do I need to do? What more do I need to do? I mean, I literally cannot do anything to try and make you more friendly. I'm afraid that is just not possible. What about you? Establish a resident embassy? We're not interested at this time. Declare friendship? I don't think you're gonna... Yeah, you're not keen. You're not keen for that. What about India? Alright, great. So no one is keen. No one is keen. But we have a declared friend over there. Saladin? Let us declare our friendship to the world. Okay, that's great. I presume that these chaps are both democracies. Oh no, he's still a theocracy. Is Korea a democracy? No, still Merchant Republic. Whereas I presume Mr. Congo is just some other type. Yeah, he's a fascist. Okay, maybe we don't want to be friends with a declared fascist. Maybe that's not a great idea. What about India? What is India? India is still a monarchy. Okay, that's okay then. That's okay. He's still to get to the next level. He could choose wisely. It might happen, but it also might not happen. We've got to be prepared for this possibility. Okay, so as our trade routes renew, we need to see if we can try and get ourselves a working relationship with the Korean Empire, which is over here, which might be challenging for us, actually, because I believe it could technically be the furthest empire from us, which is not exactly ideal, but you know what, we'll make do. We'll try our very best to make things happen. Show routes to... No, not Congo. Yeah, I don't think we can trade with Korea. Yeah, they are simply just too far away. Yeah, that's a big shame, actually. Big shame. Well, let's sort by gold. Bergen, it's just unreal what we can get from Bergen. It really is very good. Oh, that is to Arabia. Yeah. Well, let me have a look. Let me see. Alliances, create a research alliance. You're happy to accept this deal? Well, the research alliance would be absolutely phenomenal right now. Because that would mean that's the Zulus, that's not Arabia. I don't think we can reach Arabia. Because they are also super far away. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I mean, at least we've got a research agreement now, right? That's a good thing. Well, whatever the case, we need to just continue trading with Bergen then, I guess. Oh, Bergen is controlled by the Japanese now. That's why it was white. Interesting. That's only happened very recently. Okay. I don't want to build a sawmill. I actually want to get rid of the forest. Okay, good. Automate exploration. Sure, we'll get our battleships out. We're also going to automate exploration on you. I think that's the only two significant vessels that we have. I don't think we've got any other battleships anywhere, unfortunately. No, don't think so. I'm still conscious that someone might do something. Oh no, has somebody pilfered money? Captured culture. Sure, if you want iron. Thank you, my friend. Would you consider me a friend? If you did, that would be great. I would actually try and come to your aid. And in fact, maybe I should come to his aid. What? Succeeded in recruit. Oh no, not again. What on earth is your problem? I swear, the spies that I have are just terrible. Has been targeted by an emergency. Oh, that's kind of nice. Excuse me? What's going on here? Nothing seems to be working. Let me see. Sure, do campus research grants again. There we go. I don't know why I can't fire the cannons for some reason. There we go. Please do not damage anything in the district. There we go. Get the tank. The tank's moving out there. And then... Sure. Let's get you guys to do a little bit of damage. Which I think should be enough. Good stuff. And that will clear the way for two things to happen. First of all... Actually, that's all that's required. I want to give the experience to the tanks. I feel that they probably need it slightly more. Alright, there we go. So that's another rebel that has happened. This spy is just so useless. I just hate the spies on every sort of level. It's just so... It's such a waste of time, honestly. It really is such a waste of time. How long does it take for woods to grow? That's the real question. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to remove the woods. Yep. And I want to get you up here. Is this tile owned by... Yeah, that tile is owned by Glasgow, which is kind of nice. Oh, actually, we'll be able to get you there this turn. And we'll get you to remove the woods for even more production, which is lovely. Keep you on alert right over there. Yep, I wish I could see what the emergency actually was. Might be notified next turn. Enemy spy, stuff recruited, whatever. And oh, so we just completed that that extra thing in the government plaza, which is very, very nice indeed. A water park. I do want to get myself a water park up and running. 320 gold for a little bit of turf offshore. I'll take that. Let's build a water park. I want to build a water park. Victor or the Cardinal? Religious pressure is 100% stronger. I mean, I really don't care about that, to be honest. It's not a big deal. Increases the city's combat strength. You know what? I don't really feel like I need you. You need assignment. I need to put you into Sterling, I believe, is where you were. Financier. Yeah, sure. There we go. Yeah, so the emergency has been declared on Tokyo. I suspect it's because he's getting too big in terms of, like, religious pressure, I guess. It's the only real way that I can see things happening. Still can't believe I can't reach Saladin over there. It's a real annoyance. You have denounced me. What have I done to you? I actually have not... Oh, I'm allied with our enemy. Okay, that's a fairly good reason to denounce someone, I guess. All things considered. I just don't really want to go to war with anyone right now. Please, no. I just wish Mr. Congo wasn't a total fascist. That would really help me out. But unfortunately, he is. Okay, fine. Stay on alert. Stay on alert. Everyone stay on alert. You fortify up. You fortify up. You've cleaned the woods out. I mean, there's nothing more that we can really do. Maybe plant woods? I don't know how long woods take in order to be rebuilt, but that's okay. In fact, you know, let's go and plant some more woods. Why not? We've not got much for our builders to do at this exact moment in time, so we could as well, we might as well take our time. Is there any way that I can get nearer the... Is there any way that I can get nearer the Arabian Empire? I want to start trading with the Arabian Empire, because if I can't, then, you know, that the whole research agreement thing that I signed, admittedly, rather stupidly, is just going to go to waste, which is just a terrible, crying shame. I should probably just start chopping down these forests. The world needs to be aware of your transgressions. Please tell me exactly what I did. I'm allied with their enemy. Yeah, this whole alliance thing, Mr. Arabia, I'm not really sure that it's going to work out too well for any of us. Oh, look, there's some barbarians that we can try and take care of. It's kind of nice. We're going to be able to get the tanks up there in a couple of turns. Might as well do that. Most importantly, the spaceport is going to be completed in 2 turns, which is very, very good indeed. Overheard that Norway is trading with Arabia. Speaking of, how is the battle between Norway and Arabia going? I hope it's going well. Also, I don't want to declare war on Japan, because immediately that is going to mess up, like, 2 or 3 of my trade routes, which are going to Bergen, which is, of course, now controlled by Japan. Not an ideal situation. Alright, let's send the tank up there. We should probably try and clear some of this forest as well, actually. That might not be the worst idea in the world. Sure, plant some woods. Let's get you to come out over here. An ideological war against Pedro. Just what I always wanted. An ideological war just before winning a science victory. Speaking of victories, let me have a little look. Culture. Not doing too badly in terms of culture. I am absolutely trouncing 2nd place and 3rd place, actually, when it comes to science, because of course I bought all of their artifacts from them because they stupidly decided to sell them to me, which is very, 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 very good for me, but very, very bad for them, as you can probably imagine. 3 turns away. 3 turns away. Hugely exciting for that statue to be erected. The wonder to be built. Tourism output from relics and holy cities are not diminished by other civilizations who have researched the Enlightenment civic. Plus 100% tourism from seaside resorts across your civilization. Not sure if that's some friendly advice or just a low-key threat. Or maybe even a high-key threat. You never know. Alright. We've got an Arabian apostle over here. Looks like they're running scared from the Indian apostle. Understandably so. And they're going to come into contact with a Japanese missionary. All very, very interesting. Religious warfare going on across the world here. The good news is, though, is that the spaceport is going to be up and running. Great. And importantly, we boosted. We got a boost to the space race, and we
all you're going to do is make the rubble bounce.
Yep. Great.
The Cold War is not thawing; it is burning with a deadly heat.
Plus 100% era naval units, excluding carriers. Containment. Each envoy you send to a city-state counts as 2. If it's Caesarian, has a different government from you. Interesting, not really necessary because I only really care about the stuff that I've got at the moment. Plus 20% science and 10% production in all cities. If there's 5 snow or hills within 3 tiles of a city owned by this player, the yields are doubled. Must be built next to a campus with a research lab on snow or hills tile. I don't think that I can actually build that, although that would be so good to do. Grants an additional spy. I don't think that there's anything that we really want, to be honest. Enemy spy level reduced by 2 in your lands. Your spy level is increased by 1 for offensive operations. Each envoy city-state. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I mean, I don't have any allies that I trade with anyway. Oh, great. Is that me into the information era? Not yet. Not yet. But in terms of civics, I do believe we are into the final era. Yeah, the atomic era. Oh, sorry. Not the final era. Themed museums. I'm not really doing too great when it comes to this. Also, I don't feel like I need to research either of these civics. Understandably, I believe. Just gonna queue up everything really. In fact, I probably want to create works in music, integrated space cell, 15%. Yeah, I need to get this integrated space cell. Yeah, and the spaceport, of course, is now being completed, which is really nice. No yield by removing the second growth woods. What a shame. Alright. What do I want to build now? Launch the moon landing. Moon landing seems like a pretty good thing to get done. Sure, let's queue up the moon landing. Foreign city gains independence. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's uranium over there. Maybe we try and take that city. That might not actually be the craziest thing in the world. 2 era score. Nice. Does that put us back in control of Babylon? It does indeed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That makes me very happy indeed. That is good news. That is good news all round for us, really. What do we want to build in Glasgow? Well, ideally, we want to try and build... Manhattan Project would be nice, but launching the Earth satellites, I do believe, would probably be slightly more important. So let's try and get that done as quickly as possible. No need to dilly-dally with in pursuit of our science victory. We might as well. I would love to be able to condemn all of these Japanese heretics, but that's okay. We're going to just have to... Sorry. How are tanks not able to destroy this barbarian camp? I took 17 damage. Those bullets would literally just, like, bounce off the side of an armored vehicle. Oh, what has happened? For the role played in stopping the enemy neutralized governor mission, your spy, Orbilia, has been... oh, great! The Japanese... A spy from the Japanese Empire was captured. Oh, that's great news. The Japanese now have 1 spy of mine, and I have 1 spy of theirs. Oh, no! I forgot that our science district, or one of the... whatever, the buildings was... the research lab was pillaged. That's such an annoyance. What a waste of time, honestly. I really hate the mechanics that that allow that to happen in this game. It really is just the worst. Honestly. Honestly, just the worst. Okay, yep, let's go just continue to counter spy. There we go. And then you've got one build left. Let's go and build a sawmill up over there. Great. A major victory. A barbarian ironclad. Nice. 50 gold. Oh boy. Love a little bit of gold. Nah, we're doing it for the experience. We don't care about the gold. That's it's no big deal. Eiffel Tower. Oh man, I really want to build the Amundsen Scott Research Station, which I presume was the research station that was built on the North Pole or the South Pole or whatever. The Manhattan Project. Sure, let's research the Manhattan Project in Inverness. That seems like a place where it actually could be researched. You know, it's kind of out the way, kind of a little bit, you know, kind of a little bit out there. Also, the fact that we actually will have a research district in Kutsai means that we could maybe see about building the research station thing. Can I not clear the rainforest from this tile? Can I not do that? Is that just a straight up impossibility? I was under the impression that I could clear some rainforest. Actually, we should probably go and repair the food. That's probably a good idea. A water park. Oh man, oh boy, I am excited for this water park. Oh, I thought they were attacking my tank. I was waiting to say an ironclad attacking the tank. That's a little bit of an interesting decision there, but hey ho. Have Norway and Japan settled up yet? I don't think they have, you know? I don't think they have. Oh well, no matter. No matter at all. 2 turns away from the industrial zone finishing up. Once the industrial zone is done in Aberdeen, then we can hopefully...
Thus, the sculpture serves to give people one thought. Everything is in God's hands.
There we go. Would you look at that? Beautiful. That only took about 15,000 turns. And probably, in the grand scheme of things, about 150 years. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. What do we want to build in Stirling? Oh, no, I don't want to build a spaceport. I really wish I could build that, but I can't. Let's just continue to do campus research grants. Yeah, that's still a good thing for us to do. Yeah, remove the rainforest. Great. I don't really care about the rainforest on either of these 2 tiles. I should have repaired the farm. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Build a water park? Sure, let's build a water park. That sounds like a great idea, actually. That an Indian battleship coming out over there. It's a bit worrying. Also, must be adjacent to a campus owned by this city. Requires a research lab. I mean, we can build a campus, but I know that is going to take way too long. Let's try and build up the industrial base of this city, just on the off chance that we ever manage to make it big enough to build the that wonder. It would be good if we could, but hey ho. Let's fortify that tank up and head right on over to the next turn. Water park being completed very, very soon indeed. 10 turns away from the Earth satellites. It's kind of nice. 2 production at the lumber mill. Sure. We'll do it. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, really, all things considered. We've probably eked out about as much production as we can probably get in Glasgow. And that is with a production focus. It's taken 9 turns to launch the Earth satellites. So I would suspect that that in actuality we're probably not going to be able to get the production much higher, even though we just built 2 brand new sawmills to hopefully try and increase the wood capacity in Glasgow. I guess the more wood, the more production. It's not a very linear path from more wood to production, but I'm not going to complain too much. I'm more excited about this water park. I don't think I've ever built a water park before. That is very exciting, I must say. Well, I'm certainly excited. I don't know if anyone else is excited, but I'm excited, and that's really a big plus. We've managed to build so many wonders in this series. It is quite incredible, really. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Oh my goodness, would you look at this? It's the battle of the theologians. Very interesting indeed. Well, good luck everyone. I hope things go well. There is just a random Great Admiral out here in the middle of nowhere. No real idea why that's the case, but hey-ho. You completed the city-state quest for Kabul. Construct a water park. Well, that was pretty easy. Ferris wheel? Sure. Let's get a Ferris wheel up and running. That seems like a very, very cool thing to do. Do we want to build a food market first? Are we able to purchase a food market by any chance? We can totally purchase a food market, and part of me really wants to do that, actually. But, +1 amenity from entertainment. I think we probably want to try and build... Yeah, you know what, let's purchase that. Let's purchase that, and then let's immediately go into building a Ferris wheel. That seems like a totally responsible thing to do. Okay, good. 8 turns away from our next Earth satellite. Edinburgh is just such a garbage city. I feel like Dumfries has been building this, this seaport forever, but in actuality I know that it hasn't. I mean, obviously, I suppose technically a city could be building something forever, but it doesn't particularly matter given the grand scheme of things. Zulu Empire, I mean, you did sort of have a little bit of a temper tantrum a couple of minutes ago. But would you be willing to consider, you know, perhaps an arrangement, a little bit of an alliance? If I can just get an alliance with someone that I can establish a whole bunch of trade routes with, then that means I can get extra science, which is really, really nice. Oh, look, you've got an army of cavalry. That's interesting. Look, I'm not going to accept this. You're going to offer me... I mean, it is pretty much like the same thing. Yeah, we might find an agreeable deal in the future, but not if you keep on giving me stupid offers like that. Nice. Nice. 5 turns for a Ferris wheel, 5 turns for an upgrade, which is kind of important. Where are my boats, by the way? Are they projecting my power overseas? Not really. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get someone down here to come and show them who's boss. Stay alert. Let's get the inventory down here. There is no other way to do it. I just don't want the barbarians to start causing mayhem, which I know that they're going to start doing. Okay, so we can probably start just building a whole bunch of the workshop. I say workshop, I mean industrial zone bits and bobs. Why not? I don't think there's anything else that we particularly need to do. Sure, 4 turns for a workshop. It's going to take a little while to get it up and running, but hey ho. Oh, there is an ironclad over there. That's not ideal. It's going to take us a while to get over there, but hey ho. Where's my other boat? I've got another boat somewhere. There we go. Let's get you up there as well. Yep, sorry about that. You can't actually build anything at the moment. Well, build a stock exchange for 6 turns until we can wrestle back control, I suspect. Yeah, we wanted Dumfries to be pumping out a bunch of ships, really. Or submarines. An armada of submarines. I mean, that would be kind of nice. If we got an armada of submarines, it would mean that we probably didn't have to deal with them ever again. We could also get a... We could also get a battleship, an armada of battleships. I think that's probably what we want to do, honestly. Either that or an aircraft carrier or a destroyer. I mean, I value battleships the highest. So let's get an armada of battleships, even though it is going to take 25 turns. And by the end of 25 turns, it's probably not going to matter what happens anymore. We could go and destroy that forest. I don't think that forest has been destroyed already. But we don't have any builders, so that's a real shame. So we're going to have to think about it. Next turn, let's have a little investigation. See if we can query what's up with Mr. Zulu. Oh no, an enemy spy from an unknown city has looted, captured, and escaped. Oh, recruiting partisan forces. Come on, it's always the same nonsense. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna do that. Oh, come on. Come on. Valletta. Oh, come on. It's just so stupid. This is actually just the worst. Oh, the tanks are up here as well. Oh, man. What a nuisance. What a total nuisance. Well, we need to get the helicopter off the stock exchange. We need to get the barbarian helicopter off the stock exchange. Yeah, because that's a totally rational thing to say. Yep, and they loot and they just... Oh,
If God had really intended men to fly, he'd make it easier to get to the airport.
Yeah, we can't reach there, unfortunately. Well, let's move the artillery over by one. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it over here, but it doesn't particularly matter. There we go. Yep, I do wish I could do something with this artillery right now, but unfortunately I can't. Yeah, man, that's just such an annoyance. I really hate these barbarians. Oh, actually, we can totally do this. There we go. That should be enough to kill him. Oh, no, just not enough. Oh, that's a crying shame, actually. Yeah. Is a battleship in range? It totally is. That's great. Great news. I'm so glad that we're not going to take yet another bit of damage to the area. One of your great admirals has overseen their first victorious offensive. Sure, I guess, by, you know, by the fact that he is parked in the harbor. I guess that counts as a success, right? Unfortunately, we're not able to attack this turn. Whatever. No big deal. Fortify up there. Get you over here. Actually, oh no, the helicopter could fly over to the campus now and cause a bunch of nuisance. Alright, there we go. How many turns away are we from whole Glasgow thing? It might be worth us starting to get some internal trade routes. Oh my goodness. See if we can perhaps get some more production sent over to Glasgow. A recent news article revealed that Brazil is trading with India. A national scandal of epic proportions, let me say. You know, for a fascist, Congo is quite keen to trade with a democracy. Man, it's just such an annoyance. The stock exchange is always the first thing damaged. It's either always the stock exchange or the research lab. And it's like, what can I do? Literally nothing, I don't think. But hey-ho, you know, you can't complain about these things. Oh, that's a real shame that we're no longer Caesarian over there. Is he attacking me? Okay. Just get immediately destroyed then. That's totally fine. Yep. Oh, claim a great person. Great writer. Don't mind if I do. I mean, is there anywhere we can activate you? Turns out there totally is. A decisive victory. If ever I saw it. That's okay. We've got the inventory to go out and show the barbarians who's boss. Let's trigger you.
Blaine inherited from his mother every
Great. Well done. Well done, buddy. I think there might still be an ironclad around here. If there's not, then that's great news. We're going to finish out the stock exchange over there, I guess, because for some reason there never seems to be an available stock exchange in Aberdeen, annoyingly. And there's an artillery unit that is available for promotion. Right, well, I will address that shortly. You know, why don't we just go and park someone right on top of the stock exchange? If we park a unit on all of our important buildings, then we're never going to have to worry about it again. Of course, that is not true. We are, of course, going to have to worry about barbarian rise-ups in the future and enemy spy incursions into our territory and all of the covert operations that come with operating a spy, but that's okay. Also, perhaps we could look at, you know, trading with Japan. Trading a spy for a spy. Although, truthfully, I'm actually more happy about just keeping their spy, to be honest. Yeah, that seems like something that I actually want to do right now, all things considered. Ah, there is some religious warfare going on. That's okay. We're heading towards a culture victory, you know. You can't stop the potato. You cannot stop me. You can't stop me from getting a culture victory. It's just not possible. The modern era ends in 10 turns. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna have a Dark Age? Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. That's not exactly ideal. Promotion available. Sure. Let's do that. I feel that we might get some era score from our completion of the Earth satellite launch, but that's just a speculative guess. Stock exchange, I really don't care about the stock exchange. Let's get some builders up and running. Barbarians are approaching. Are they really? Well, let's do it. You can stay on alert. You can create another beautiful work of art.
It was agony to comprehend it.
Okay, that's cool. Speaking of great people, actually, are we in contention for any more? We're in contention for a great engineer. 1,600 faith. Oh, we're so close. Next turn, we might actually be able to make that dream a reality. And a great scientist as well. Mary Leakey. 350 science for every artifact in the city. That's very, very nice if we can get that. But we're quite far away from that. Oh, we're also in contention for a great artist and a great musician. Very, very nice indeed. Well, let's save up our faith as it currently stands. Then we can perhaps use our faith to get ourselves a nice little boosty boost to get ourselves a great engineer next turn. Because I don't think there's anything else that we really want to use faith for. Yeah, if only we could boost our satellite progress through a great spy. Unfortunately, we can boost it through a great scientist, but not a great spy because I don't think we have any. A spy from the Aztec Empire. Hey, great. I tell you what, you're actually Orbilia. Sounds kind of like orbital potato, to be honest. Orbilia, you're not actually terrible at your job. I will grant you that. You have been the most successful spy by a wide margin. I think you're the only one that's not been captured or actually, well, yeah, you're actually the only one that's done anything useful. Which I must say is relatively impressive. So, you know, just keep up the great work. And you know what? We can get you a promotion. Counter spy as if 2 more levels experienced. Yeah, that's great. Good job. Keep it up. Let's get the stock exchange repaired. Thankfully, it's only going to take 1 turn. Boy, oh boy, what a waste of time. Ferris wheel. Let's get a Ferris wheel up and running. Yep, sure. Now, can I say anything cheeky to the Aztec Empire? I feel like I want to. Make demand. No. Discuss. Promise not to spy on me. Declare formal war. I don't want to do that. I can declare an ideological war on Pedro, but that's about it. That's all I really care about. And I don't really want to do that. I must confess, I really don't want to declare an ideological war on Pedro. It's just, what's the point? I do have lots of troops over here, though. I just don't see Mr. Congo actually attacking me, given the fact that he's got so many troops. No, so much trade with my empire. I don't think that he's ever likely to attack me. Although I must say, he has a spectacular empire. I wonder what the relations between the Aztecs and the Mr. Congo is. Let's actually clarify that next turn. Ah. Somehow we have once again become the Caesarian of Mohenjo-Daro. It's kind of nice, I guess. This is incredible.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And, you know, as such, we're going to get ourselves plus 15% towards space race projects if a city has either a military academy or a seaport, which means that we should be able to build things relatively quickly in Aberdeen towards the space race stuff, and we should be able to build satellites in Aberdeen, actually, which I think will be okay. Rapid deployment allows the transport. No. Shipwreck resource awards 3 envoys. Sure, I'll take 3 envoys. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Orbilia. Orabilia, I guess. Travel to a new city, counter spy. No, just counter spy. That would be great, thanks. Stay alert. Builder, let's go and clear some more of this horrible rainforest, which is always constantly a pain. Can we see the, we can't see the camp yet. Saladin has declared war upon Bandar Brunei. Is that a city-state? It is. Interesting. Alright, cool. Kind of nice. Nice little gold city-state. Not too interested myself in it, but hey-ho. Also, I was going to check the attitude between Mr. Congo and the Zulu Empire. Why are you guys so friendly? Sorry, the Aztec Empire, not the Zulu Empire. Yeah, why are you guys so so friendly? You're a merchant republic. Well, hopefully you become a democracy and start to like me a little bit more than you currently do. Anything that we can build in Aberdeen, anything that we want to build in Aberdeen. Repair outer defenses. Only possible if this city has not been attacked for 3 turns. Nah, I don't really care about that, to be honest. +4 tourism can only be built once in a city. Even the city, multiple, 1 amenity from entertainment. We don't have an entertainment complex, so it's not a big deal. Now, that thingy that I just introduced has a military academy or a seaport. I do believe that we have a seaport in the harbor. I do believe that we have a seaport in the harbor, but that's so we're not going to bother to do that. Let's get a factory. Next turn, we're going to be able to build satellites, and we're hopefully going to be able to pump that straight out in Aberdeen. So we're going to get the bonus from that, because we're not going to be able to get the 15% bonus in Glasgow, because we don't have a military academy, and of course it's it's a landlocked city, so we're not going to be able to get the bonus from the seaport over there. Let's get a spy in Sterling. Sure, that seems kind of necessary. I forgot to check back to Great People, but that's no big deal at all. 17 turns away from the Manhattan Project in Inverness. Maybe the worst place to be building it, I guess, if Mr. Congo decided to declare war on me. Not keen to really mass the troops on the border, although I must say that might not be the craziest thing in the world. Is that a... yeah, that's a little nice, nice village over there. A little neighborhood. Is it a good neighborhood? It's uninviting. Okay, great. On the continent of Siberia, an uninviting village on the continent of Siberia.
Has no conscience.
Great. Scotland discovered satellites, +1 era score. Nice. We are slowly building up our era score. I don't think that we're very likely to get there this turn, but hey ho. Can we switch our production now and see how long it would take to get ourselves... Oh, do we need a spaceport in order to build the thingy? The satellites. We might need a spaceport in order to build satellites. Launch the moon landing. Yeah, we might have to do that in Glasgow. Well, that might be a bit of a bummer. Okay, well that's fine. We could build an encampment and get a military thingamabobber in a military academy in Glasgow, but I'm not really too bothered about that. Nuclear submarines. Yeah, let's actually do that because we've got certain... Actually, no, let's not do that. I thought we were building submarines in Dumfries, but it turns out we're actually not. I completely forgot. +1 to pastures, Mars habitation. Let's get that up and running. Sure, Mars habitation seems to be a good idea. Globalization. Let's not get robotics then. Let's just try and get nuclear fission. Since we're still going to need that to launch the Mars reactor. We're also going to need nanotech as well. Own 3 tanks? I'm pretty certain that I do own 3 tanks, don't I? Modern armor, modern AT. What if I was to change tech and build a tank? Oh, we don't actually have the oil to do that. Okay, well that's fine. Also, let me just take a quick look at Great People. See if I can pump out a great engineer. Districts. This district's regional buildings provide +2 production. This district's regional building reach 3 tiles further. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, Nikola Tesla. Sure. Let's get that. There we go. And let us build that Ferris wheel, which we started oh so long ago. oh so long ago. Sure, let's build a factory. I know this whole thing is just for absolutely nothing, but hey ho. Ah, it's gonna be an infantry corps going up against upgrade to mechanized infantry. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do it in preparation for our battle. It's gonna be a decisive victory. You don't say. You don't say. Mechanized infantry. I suspect that might be a very one-sided affair, but that's just pure speculation. Alright, let's launch the Earth satellites, and then we're going to call it an episode. This has been a bumper episode, which we've made a whole bunch of progress, actually. Sure. You're my friend. You're my friend. I support you. I support you, and therefore, I want what's best for you. Your offer, sure, I will absolutely make that deal with you. I've got resources coming out the wazoo. Hey, would you look at this? They're not going to be able to get anywhere. Look, because we learned from our mistakes. We put all of the best, the best buildings. We put them under protection. You know, if anyone wrecks anything, doesn't particularly matter. Oh boy, would you look at that? We have launched a satellite into orbit. That is great news. Great news. Marks the first step towards the science victory. City of Glasgow has become the first spacefaring city in the world, which makes me feel very happy.
Never again can I gaze upon the beauty spots of the Earth and enjoy them as being the finest thing I have ever seen. Crater Lake is above them all.
Nice. I've never heard of Crater Lake, but there we go. We've made history. +4 era score. Is that going to be enough to take us into not a dark age in the next era? You never know. But we have now got satellites, which means that we have a complete view of the map, I believe, which is quite nice. Oh, we do have a frigate. I knew we had another frigate somewhere else. I mean, would you like to come back to base? It's going to take you 14 turns to get over here. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Sure. First of all, let's get something queued up in Glasgow. Can we build the launch moon landing thing? Yeah, so that's going to take 18 turns. Now, if we were to build a encampment... Well, if we were able to build an encampment and then maybe like purchase the upgrades, then we might see some bonus. I feel that the bonus will come in handy, so we could take that opportunity. Let's get an encampment. Let's get it over here. Sure. You've gained the casus belli of colonial war. Nice. All right. Let's see what we can do here. This whole thing is just a complete nightmare. I'm really disappointed by the fact that everyone seems to be trying continually to launch attacks on me. There we go. But at least they didn't affect the stock exchange or do any of the nonsense that I didn't want them to do. Excuse me? There we go. Major defeat if we do that. Where's our other artillery? I'm sure we had more artillery somewhere. Alright, well let's just get you over there. Yeah, where's our other artillery? Oh well, whatever the case, doesn't particularly matter. Let's get you in here. Wow. One volley, and that's it. That's all it took. And 10 XP, so it is actually worth it, I guess. It's kind of nice. There's artillery here. Great. Well, let's just get the tank over here to come and finish the job. Farm has been slightly damaged, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about it. Orbilia, or whatever your name is. I'm very disappointed that you were not able to... We're not able to defend, but that's okay. These things happen. I trust you had a good reason. Anyway, ladies and gents, we're going to finish the episode up here. We're very much en route towards our science victory, and also a culture victory. Although I suspect that we might manage to get to space before anyone else, or before we manage to win a culture victory. Although it's happening, we are dominant over India, which is quite nice, and we're definitely on course to win. We've got a couple of nice old water parks now. We're building some Ferris wheels, so even more tourism. 422 tourism, so that's not too bad at all. I can report things are in a good situation. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Oda Potato. This has been Civilization 6. Scotland the Brave. I'll see you next time. Bye.